You've been lied to. And here's the thing. It's happening right in front of you. Let's face it. The person really calling the shots in the White House has been Jill Biden all along. Joe Biden? Come on. The guy can barely find his way off a stage without a map and a prayer, let alone lead the so-called free world. Whenever he does make his way onto a stage, he looks like an old drunk trying to find the bathroom. Today, we're breaking down the claims, the rumors, and the scandals that paint a shocking picture of who's really been calling the shots all along. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, if you haven't already, click the button to become a subscriber to the channel, hit that notification bell, and smack that like button, because it helps us with the algorithm to get our message out to more people. All right, let's talk about the end of an era, or perhaps the end of a comedy sketch that lasted for 4 long years. Joe Biden lost the 2024 election, and now it's time for him and Jill to clear out the closets in the White House and have the Oval Office fumigated. But don't expect this exit to be graceful. No, the Bidens want to go out swinging. Here's the twist. Jill Biden hasn't just been a supportive spouse. She's been the one pulling the strings all along, steering Joe's every move. And now, with their political careers in the rearview mirror, she's reportedly doing everything she can to secure the Biden legacy. What a legacy. Remember that Boston Herald article comparing Jill to Edith Wilson? Edith was the first lady who secretly ran our country while her husband, President Woodrow Wilson, was incapacitated because he had a stroke. The Herald had this to say about Jill. Quote, "This is not to say that First Lady Jill Biden, 73, is running the country today. It is to point out that she is running Joe Biden, 81, which may amount to the same thing." In other words, though Jill was not elected and has no power in government whatsoever, she does control her husband, the brain-dead bag of fermented sauerkraut. She's the only one Dementia Joe trusts. That's kind of frightening. Now, with their time in the spotlight ending, will the Bidens go quietly, or will they burn it all down on their way out the door? That'll be interesting. According to reports, Jill has embraced a scorched earth mentality, directing Joe to lash out at Democrats who she believes betrayed them. Could this be why Joe would schedule things at the same time Kamala Harris was to do campaign stops and speeches? A source told K News, quote, "Jill views Democrats on Capitol Hill, the wider party, the Obamas, staff inside and outside the White House, the media, and all of Washington, D.C. with such misguided resentment that I can't imagine she isn't encouraging Joe to burn the whole thing down despite his better judgment." And speaking of grudges, let's talk about Nancy Pelosi. Reports claim Jill orchestrated Pelosi's seating in the back row at the Kennedy Center honors. That's a slap in the face for one of the party's most senior figures. Petty? Absolutely. Effective? Well, you be the judge. But wait. Rumor has it Jill's endorsement of Kamala Harris was a calculated move to spite Pelosi and Barack Obama. According to Democratic mega donor John Morgan, Biden basically had the palace coup from all directions and gave us Harris. It's almost like Jill handed Kamala a political grenade and pulled the pin. So what's next for the Bidens? Will they fade into the background, enjoying retirement and dodging tough questions about their legacy? Or will Jill continue to insert herself into the political narrative, angling for her own spotlight? One thing's for sure, this isn't the last we'll hear of them. This is just to remind you of the number of Democrats and media people, but I repeat myself, who went on the record to tell the world that Joe Biden was sharp as a tack, that he was fit as a fiddle and able to run the country, knowing full well the entire time since the beginning of the Biden regime that between his ears was nothing but a boiled potato. Give it a watch.
This version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever.
He is sharp, intensely probing, and detail-oriented and focused.
For example, we have 1,000 trillionaires in America. Billionaires in America.
This is a man who is sharp, who is on top of his game, who knows what's going on.
He's smart. He's on his game.
His mental acuity is great.
This is a very sharp president.
And the people that I've talked to, it say he's as sharp as a
Who's he
tack.
talk to?
He's fired.
They say he's sharp.
There's not a problem.
He was
Y'all saying
sharp.
sharp.
He was sharper than anyone I've spoken to.
The president is sharp and he is tireless.
He is sharp as ever.
And he's fine. All this right-wing propaganda that his mental acuity has declined is wrong.
His brain is good. He's still great.
He is sharp in meetings.
I believe the people who say that behind closed doors, Joe Biden remains sharp.
In meetings, Joe Biden is sharp.
He's sharp, he's fit. There is nothing to these challenges, these suggestions that somehow he's not sharp. He's sharp as a tack.
Making sure that we're able to make every single solitary person.
Look at Trump going, what the hell am I doing here?
For what I've been able to do with the with the COVID.
Remember this?
Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Thank you, President Biden. President Trump?
Well, he's right. He did beat Medicare. He beat it to death.
Actually, Joe Biden is sharper and has more mental acuity than Donald Trump, because more people believe that actually Joe Biden's mental acuity is better than Donald Trump's.
I mean, he's sharp. He's funny. He's sharp as a tack.
Kamala Harris says he is up to this task. He's, sharp as a tack.
He's smart. He's energetic. One of the themes this election cycle is that Joe Biden is too old to lead. And so everyone is seizing upon this. And it is a classic disinformation tactic. If you edit it in such a way, you can make it appear that he fits this narrative, that he is slow, that he is wandering off.
Guys, that goes on for 4 more minutes. I had to cut it out. Did you notice that the media types use the same tactics they always do when they're trying to debunk a truth? Labeling claims that Joe has cognitive decline as disinformation. They were the ones putting forth the disinformation, right? Now that we've listened to all of that, does that not make Joe seem like a narcissistic sociopath to have the gall to be angry at people who wanted him gone? All right, thanks for watching. Hit the notification bell if you want to be kept up to date with more stories like this one. I'll see you in the next one. Spread the word.